I am Emil Sicoy. I'm a parishioner here at the St. Anna Orthodox Church in Roseville, California. And we are having an apiary here where we are tending several beehives. The reasons we started this hobby is that we have this wonderful place, the church grounds, that is nicely located next to a ravine, the dry creek passing nearby, and that's giving our bees flowers during the warm season. And we love our honey, we love our bee products, and we share it with our parishioners, we share it with the community when we bake. If you are interested of tending bees, would like to overcome the fear of being stung, you want to have a good location when during the warm season there will be flowers, will be wildflowers or various orchards or fruit trees, anything that give lots of flowers throughout the summer, because otherwise being too dry is not really giving the bees a source of food. You want to have some fresh water nearby, and eventually the fitness to lift up a heavy weight like 50-60 pounds without hurting yourself. Otherwise you may want to join with another friend and buddy who can help you out with that. It's still not a big investment, but couple $100 just to get it started, and then the bees are multiplying themselves and you just need to grow your apiary. Also, you want to love nature and honey and everything that comes with sustainability.
Hi, I'm Tim Burkhardt. I'm a parishioner here at St. Anna's. I help take care of the grapevines. The grapevines are important to our community for a few reasons. One is that we make our communion wine from it, and another is it controls erosion on the side of our hill. The interesting fact about the vines we have here is that they were imported from Cyprus, and when they were first imported we had to bring them to UC Davis so they could be evaluated to make sure that it would be safe to introduce them on the North American continent. So this is the first time that these varieties of grapes have been planted in North America, so it's really exciting. It also gives us a connection to our friends in Cyprus. When we got our grapes started, we had to start with a good root variety of grapes. So we planted some grapevines that we intended to graft the grapes from Cyprus onto. So we have roots that are real strong roots from a local variety of grapes, and then the upper part of the grape is the variety from Cyprus. But if one wanted to get started, they would have to decide what variety of grapes they want to grow, and set up their vineyard with the rows and the irrigation appropriately, and then plan for a few years to get everything going.
Hi, my name is Father Seraphim Ivy. I am the second priest here at St. Anna's Greek Orthodox Church here in Roseville, California. Been asked to speak about a project that we're recently undertaking, but a project that actually fits with a long-term vision that was always held here at St. Anna's. Being that we are good stewards of all that God has entrusted us with, we started looking at our property. We are good stewards with our buildings and our facilities, but we also were looking at, well, maybe there is a better utilization of the space that God's given us. And with that in mind, we looked around at our parking lot and realized that the islands that we had in our parking lot were filled with shrubs that were being watered, and water that was being paid for by us, but that wasn't actually giving us anything back other than looking pretty, which is a good thing. But like St. Paul says, it's about spectrum, good, better, or best. Was it the best thing? We undertook this project, we took up a collection, we were prayerful about it, and the monies, thanks be to God, flowed in. We were able to plant some 40 trees. We have 30 more trees coming, and there are a variety of fruits. We have pluots, we have apricots, we have peaches, we have apples, variety of apples. We have every kind of fruit that you can think of. In addition, we also have a number of citrus trees. We are looking towards a community garden that is off to my left at some point in the future. We have palms that are growing presently behind our church, what will be our church hall, for the utilization of Palm Sunday. We have lavender, which we have cultivated for soaps, for incense. One of the first things that we planted was our olive trees. Olive trees are hardy, they grow in all kinds of soil, and so if you look behind us, we have these amazing olive trees that are much older, and we have a new crop of olive trees that we have just planted. The right people, God will send the right people, and that again, that comes about through prayer. In all things, let us be prayerful, and in any undertaking, and it doesn't have to be on a large scale, it can be on a very simple scale. It's easy enough if we will allow the Holy Spirit to work through our lives by being prayerful, by being attentive, and by focusing always on the good.